confidential brief just hit the ICC. It accuses Russia's Wagner group of more than fighting, propaganda campaigns, violent imagery, fear across Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger. The claim? Helping leaders like Traoré stay in power by turning people against the West.
The International Criminal Court has been asked to review a confidential legal report asserting that the Russia-linked Wagner group has committed war crimes by spreading images of apparent atrocities in West Africa on social media, including ones alluding to cannibalism. In the videos, men in military uniform are shown butchering corpses of what appear to be civilians with machetes. Military governments in the Sahel battle extremist groups linked to Al-Qaeda and the Daesh group. Turning away from Western allies like the United States and France, the governments in Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger have instead embraced Russia and its mercenary fighters as partners in offensives. Experts say the images, while difficult to verify, could serve as evidence of war crimes. Probe urged. Wagner has deftly leveraged information and communications technologies to cultivate and promote its global brand as ruthless mercenaries. Their Telegram network in particular, which depicts their conduct across the Sahel, serves as a proud public display of their brutality. In Burkina Faso, Captain Ibrahim Traoré dared to break old chains. He expelled French forces, rejected IMF loans, and pivoted towards Russia. Now, as the dust settles, a new front opens, the courtroom. The West, hurt by this rejection, now says Wagner's presence means war crimes, propaganda, and even crimes against humanity. A confidential legal brief recently submitted to the International Criminal Court accuses Russia's Wagner group of more than just fighting on the ground. It says Wagner is running propaganda campaigns online, sharing violent imagery, glorifying atrocities, and spreading fear across the Sahel, Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger. The brief claims this propaganda isn't harmless. It's part of a wider strategy to help military regimes, like Traoré's in Burkina Faso, stay in power by turning people against the West and local opponents. For the ICC, this could be historic, targeting psychological warfare and social media disinformation as crimes against humanity. But critics say, is it really about justice or revenge? They ask, why didn't the ICC investigate when French airstrikes in Mali allegedly killed civilians? Or when the West backed regimes that crushed protests? For many Pan-African voices, the ICC's silence then, and loudness now, feels political. Traoré is no saint. Burkina Faso still struggles with extremist violence, millions displaced. But his move to nationalize gold, build a refinery, and say no to France and the IMF shook the old order. And suddenly stories of Wagner atrocities flood Western media. The message is clear. Partnering with Russia comes with a price. Some call this accountability. Others call it neo-colonial punishment. Beyond Wagner, beyond propaganda, the real fight is about African sovereignty. Can a leader like Traoré choose his allies freely? Or must he stay in line to avoid sanctions, courts, and media campaigns? History shows what happens when Africa says no. The question is, will this time be different?